Hello, my little pretties. What's up? It's your mistress, Linus here. And today we are reviewing two episodes of Teen Titans. Now, before I start off, these are the last two episodes of the original Teen Titans Season 1. Originally, I was going to do, just only, I was just going to do part 1 now and then do part 2 the next day. But I'm like, it's basically like one episode, but they split it into two parts. So I'm gonna review two episodes in one video. Now this is not something I usually do, but basically it's like the whole episode except it's split into two parts. I guess Cartoon Network and the people who made the original Teen Titans decided to do that because one of them being, if it was just a full episode, it would probably most likely be an hour long episode. Now, let's get started with Oh, I'm sorry about that, people. I'm really tired. But let's get started with the first episode. Now, this is, well, not first episode, but let's get started with Apprentice Part 1, and we'll work our way to Part 2. Now, basically, Part 1 is about, the Teen Titans. Well, obviously, the Titans ended up going to, ended up finding Slade, find out who Slade is and stuff. So basically, Robin has a bad dream about chasing after Slade, and it finds out it's a copy of Robin, except it's completely different. So Robin all of a sudden goes nuts over the fact that, Slade is the villain and Robin needs to go after Slade. However, the Teen Titans try to, calm him down and try to tell him, it's okay, dude, and stuff like that. But Robin just goes insane. Like he loses control. And he's like losing his control over it, and he's determined to find Slade. He wants to know who he is, and most of you guys do know who Slade is, and most of you guys who have seen the original Teen Titans should know who Slade is. Oh, I'm sorry about that too, people. I'm pretty tired, but just saying right now that Slade, being something that he is, Slade, um so Robin goes crazy and he defeats some certain villains that the Titans already know, and even asking certain civilians questions on who's Slade and stuff. So Robin has gone completely insane basically in the first part. However, he does find Slade and he tries to defeat him, but he ends up being Slade's apprentice or Slade's sidekick or whatever you guys prefer to call it. So that is pretty much wraps up for part 1. Another thing that happens in part 1 of Teen Titans is of Apprentice is, the Titans find this machine on a boat in the sewers and they attempt to shut it down, but somehow it explodes. And the Teen Titans have been affected by something has affected them. Like something mysteriously, affects them, you know, basically in their system. They've been affected by some something which I obviously can't remember because I haven't seen part 1 of Apprentice in a long time. But that pretty much wraps up. In part 2, Robin becomes Slade's apprentice, and the Teen Titans are attempted to try to find Robin. But however, though, when they find Robin, they realize that he's the villain, and his attempt is to destroy the Teen Titans. However, though, Starfire tries to try to have a conversation with Robin, just trying to get him to snap out of it. But apparently, Slade tries to destroy them himself, and Robin basically, ends up winning the first fight in the second part. However, though, then the next few minutes later into the episode, they go to Slade's lair, find Slade and Robin, and they tell Robin just to stop working for Slade and come home with them. but apparently, Slade almost kills the Teen Titans, and when he almost defeats the Teen Titans, or kill, whatever you guys prefer to call it, and Robin basically saves everybody and they defeat Slade. So that's basically wraps up for Apprentice Part 1 and Part 2. Now, what did I think of them? I actually found them to be a pretty interesting episodes. Now, the first part, I would have to say was quite good. It was pretty good. And the second part was pretty interesting. Like, I liked the first two parts. Like, the first part was good, and so was the second part. So I can't tell which one I like the most, either part 1 of The Apprentice or part 2. Now, I can say the concept itself for both parts were really good. I like the concept of itself on two parts to be good. I like the storyline of how both of the episodes went out. I like this animation of how oh my god, people, I don't know why, but I'm just very tired today, so I do apologize for yawning, but I do like the first two parts of Apprentice. Well, I think part 2 would have to be good, but the one thing that I don't have a negative for any of them, but I could definitely say, if you guys are wondering, why don't they just put Apprentice all into one episode so then it's not split into two parts? Well, yeah, they could have done that, but the thing is, if they do that, the episode would be over an hour long, and it would be like a long episode, so, or even a movie probably. So that is the reason why they stopped. That's the kind of the reason why they only split Apprentice into two parts, but that's the only problem that I do have with it. It's like, why couldn't they just fit it in one entire episode? But I understand that it would be, over an hour long episode if they decide to do that, because all the Teen Titans episodes are just like 30 minutes, so basically a half an hour. So, and you guys might notice, some other TV shows, have a certain episode, but they split into two parts. So that is basically something, I'm gonna be honest. But however, though, that's just all what I'm trying to say. So oh, oh my goodness, I don't know why I'm yawning today. I think I'm gonna have to go back to bed, as it's very early in the morning where I am, and this is being pre-recorded. But yeah. Well, what I could say is that these two episodes were good, and I like the first part, and I also like the second part. But the main issue that I have a problem with is, why didn't they just sit there and make, a movie, the Apprentice movie, just to end, first season? That would make a lot more sense. Or at least have one episode, two parts of Apprentice be put in one episode. So then that way it would be, a lot easier. And not only that, it'd be pretty better. It would be better if they did that. But that's just from my perspective. At least to me, that is. Now, the animation's good as usual. The voice acting was really good in these episodes. However, what I do suggest you guys to do, if you guys have not seen Apprentice Part 1 or Part 2, I highly recommend you check this episode out. Now, you guys can look it on Kiss Cartoon or even watch Cartoon online. It's there. If I ever get to posting links on down the description below for the Teen Titans episodes in the future, I will certainly do that. Anyways, if you like this show, I respect your opinion. If you don't like this show, then I respect your opinion as well. Now, like I'm going to say right now, this is simply my own personal opinion, and if you disagree with me, that's fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions regards to this episode of Teen Titans. This is simply my own personal thoughts. Okay, my final rating of, Apprentice Part 1 would have to be a 9 out of 10. Apprentice Part 2 is rated 9 out of 10. Both of them put together, I'm going to give this one 8 out of 10. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 for two parts, that I'm reviewing two of them together. is because, well, the confusing thing is, why didn't they just put it in one episode? I understand that it would be an hour-long episode, but it still doesn't make sense to me. At least to me, that is. But yeah, and the animation was good. I like the concept itself for both episodes to be good. I like the storyline of how the episode, when episodes went out. So yeah, that's all I have to say about these episodes. Anyways, what did you think about these two episodes of Teen Titans? Did you enjoy them? Did you not? Also, what would you have done personally to help make these episodes a lot better? Leave me know what your thoughts down in the comment section down below. I'm the Shadow Linus. Thank you so much for watching today's episode, and like always, I'll be signing off. Peace out, and I'll see you all later.